What is football? Well, this is a football, and in this series, I will be dumbing down even the simplest aspects of the game of football to create a digestible and comprehensive entry into the sport that I love. This will be a long series. I'll be getting into deeper details of the sport later in the series, but every learning experience needs a solid foundation, and that's where we start here today. So, what is football? Well, football is a sport which takes place on a field in which the goal of the game is to move this ball from your side of the field to the opponent's. The scoring areas of the field are called end zones, and there is a 100-yard gap between the two end zones on the field. Each end zone is 10 yards long, which makes the entirety of the field a 120-yard field by 53.3 yards. From now on, I'll refer to the end zones separately from the field. The field is divided into intervals of 10, numbered up until 50, which sits at the middle of the field, and 0 being the start of the end zone. After counting up to 50, the numbers count back down until 0, which indicates the start of the next end zone. These numbers on the field will be referred to by the team's name, with if you are on your side of the field, your team's name will be up. Meanwhile, as you get closer to scoring and you pass the 50, you are now onto the other team's side of the field, which is referred to by their name. For example, two NFL teams would be the Cowboys and the Chiefs. If the Cowboys were on their side of the field at the 30-yard point, they would be on the Cowboys' 30, whereas if their Cowboys offense then drove the field onto the Chiefs side and say at the 20, then it would be the Cowboys have the ball at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. This is referred to as the line of scrimmage. With the field of play defined, let's get back to the goal of the game, winning. In football, the team is divided into 3 sections: the offense, the defense, and the special teams. I have follow-up videos on each of those coming out after this video. For now, I'm just going to describe their generalized roles. When one team has their offense on the field, the objective is to move the ball from their side of the field into the opponent's end zone. When this happens, it is called a touchdown and is worth 6 points for the team. If the offense is stopped short of the end zone, they can opt to kick a field goal, which will yield them 3 points if it is good. This I will dive deeper on in the special teams video. Each instance of a team's offense being on the field is called a drive, and each drive can result in either a score, the touchdown and field goal that I already mentioned, or a turnover. It is the defense's goal to cause a turnover. A turnover marks the end of the offense's drive and is considered a loss for the offense as it yields no points for the team. With that, let's dive deeper into what makes up a drive. At the start of the offensive drive, the team has the ball on 1st and 10. These words are described as the down and the distance. The down will either read 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. The offense has these 4 downs, or 4 tries, to gain 10 yards, or the distance. If the offense manages to move the needed 10 yards, the down and distance reset. For example, if the offense has a 3-yard gain on 1st and 10, the down and distance are now 2nd and 7. If on 2nd and 7 the team were to gain 8 yards, it is once again a 1st and 10. However, if on that 1st and 10 the offense loses 4 yards, then the down and distance would be 2nd and 14. Whenever a turnover or a score happen, the roles of the team switch. Whoever was on defense now has the ball on offense, and whoever had the ball on offense now is on defense. This will continue until the end of the half, which segues me to the time structure of football. In football, there are 4 quarters, each of which is 15 minutes long, and there is a halftime which is 13 minutes, which is midway after the second quarter's finale. Whichever team has the highest score at the end of the 4th quarter wins the game, and if there is a tie at the end of the 4th quarter, the game enters a 5th quarter, which is called overtime. Overtime rules are a whole other thing that I won't get into in this introductory video, but just know there is no 5th quarter unless there is a tie at the end of the 4th quarter. So to recap, in this introductory video, we have established the field and how it is laid out, what the goal of the offense is and what the goal of the defense is, what points and turnovers are, and the down and distance markers along with field position markers. If you learned anything in this video, leave a comment, a like, and subscribe to keep up with the series, which will dive deeper and deeper into the intricacies of football. But with one caveat, it's got to be dumbed down. Thank you for watching.